I took a job on a ranch, but the forewoman's quiet offer led to something unexpected. The moment Valeria leaned in close that first evening, her breath warm against my ear as she whispered about a hidden trail ride after hours, my world tilted. I had come to Montana seeking escape from the suffocating expectations back home in Chicago. But instead, I found myself entangled in a web of desire that threatened to unravel everything I thought I knew about myself. Valentina Rossi, that's me, had always been the dutiful daughter. At 28, I was supposed to be climbing the corporate ladder in finance, not mucking out stables in the middle of nowhere. But after my father's ultimatum, marry the nice Italian boy from church or lose the family inheritance, I bolted. The ad for a ranch hand at Whispering Pines Ranch promised hard work and solitude. Perfect for sorting out my head. Little did I know solitude was the last thing I'd get. Valeria Montoya, the forewoman, was 30, with a no-nonsense demeanor that commanded respect from the roughneck cowboys. She ran the place like a tight ship, her voice cutting through the morning fog as she assigned tasks. On my first day, she eyed me skeptically, her brown eyes narrowing under the brim of her hat. "City girl, huh? Hope you can handle the dirt." I nodded, determined to prove myself. But inside doubt swirled. What if this was just another escape? Another way to avoid facing who I really was? That night, after the sun dipped below the mountains, Valeria found me in the barn, brushing down a horse. "You're not half bad," she said, leaning against the stall door. Her presence filled the space, making my pulse quicken for reasons I couldn't name. We talked about the ranch, about life. She shared how she'd left her conservative Mexican-American family in Texas years ago, chasing freedom in the wide-open spaces. "Family can be a cage," she murmured, her gaze lingering on mine a beat too long. I felt a spark, unfamiliar and terrifying. Was this attraction? No, I told myself, just admiration for her strength. But the quiet offer came soon after. "Ride with me tomorrow at dawn," she said casually, but her eyes held an invitation deeper than words. I agreed, telling myself it was just to learn the land. As we rode out, the world awakening in golden light, our horses side by side, conversation flowed easily. Valeria opened up about her past, a failed engagement to a man her parents adored, the suffocating pressure to conform. "I realized I couldn't pretend anymore," she confessed, her voice raw. "Loving who I love isn't a choice. It's who I am." Her words hit like a punch. Back home, my mother whispered about those people at church, my father railing against anything that deviated from tradition. I'd buried my own fleeting crushes on girls in high school, dismissing them as phases. But here with Valeria, those feelings resurfaced, insistent. As we dismounted by a stream, she turned to me, her hand brushing mine. "What about you, Valentina? What's your cage?" I hesitated, heart pounding. "Family expectations. They want me married, settled. But I don't know if that's me." The admission hung in the air, vulnerable. Valeria's smile was soft, understanding. In that moment I felt seen, truly seen for the first time. But doubt crept in. Was this right? Could I risk everything for a feeling I barely understood? Days blurred into weeks. We stole moments. Lunches in the fields, late-night talks by the fire. Valeria's touch was electric, a hand on my shoulder, a shared glance that spoke volumes. I wrestled internally. This can't be happening. What would my parents say? The guilt gnawed at me, visions of their disappointed faces flashing in my mind. Yet, being with her felt like breathing freely after years underwater. One evening, as storm clouds gathered, Valeria pulled me into the tack room. "I can't stop thinking about you," she admitted, her voice trembling. Our foreheads touched, the world narrowing to just us. But I pulled back, panic rising. "This is wrong. I can't." Her eyes filled with hurt, but she nodded. "I won't push. But don't lie to yourself, Val." That night, alone in my bunk, thoughts raced. Am I betraying my family? My faith? Society whispers that this is unnatural, a sin. But why does it feel so right? The conflict tore at me, sleep elusive. Little did I know this was just the beginning of the storm. The next day, a letter arrived from home. My mother's elegant script. "Come back, Valentina. We've arranged everything with Marco. Don't throw your life away." My stomach twisted. Marco was kind, but the thought of marrying him felt like chains. I crumpled the paper, tears stinging. Valeria found me later, her concern evident. Talk to me. I spilled it all, the pressure, the expectations. She listened, then said, "You deserve to choose your own path." Her words fueled my resolve, but also deepened the divide within. As we worked side by side, our connection grew, unspoken but palpable. Yet, the ranch hands whispered, eyes following us. Small-town Montana wasn't blind to subtleties. One cowboy, Jake, cornered me after chores. "Watch yourself with the boss lady. Folks round here don't take kindly to that sort." His sneer ignited anger but also fear. Was this the prejudice Valeria warned about? That night I confronted her. "Are we obvious?" She sighed. "Maybe. But I won't hide who I am anymore." Her defiance inspired me, but the internal battle raged. Stand with her and risk ostracism, or retreat to safety? The choice loomed heavy. As the file ends, tension builds, unspoken words hanging like thunderclouds. The ranch buzzed with routine, but my mind was a battlefield. Every glance from Valeria sent waves of confusion crashing through me. Desire clashing with duty, freedom against tradition. I buried myself in work, hoping the physical exhaustion would quiet the turmoil, but it only amplified the voices in my head. What if this ruins everything? What if it's worth it? A week after the letter, my phone rang. My father. His voice boomed through the speaker, laced with disappointment. "Valentina, this nonsense ends now. Your mother's worried sick. Marco's a good man. He'll provide stability." I gripped the phone, knuckles white. "Dad, I need time." He scoffed. "Time for what? To play cowgirl? Come home before you embarrass us all." The call ended, leaving me hollow. Embarrass us? The implication stung, my choices reflected on them, a stain on the family name. Valeria noticed my distraction during branding that afternoon. As we herded calves, she rode up beside me. "Family trouble?" I nodded, spilling the details. Her expression hardened. "They sound like mine, controlling, blind to anything outside their bubble." She shared more. How her parents disowned her after she came out, cutting ties with venomous words. "It hurt like hell, but I survived. You can too." Her resilience awed me, but fear whispered. Could I endure that loss? That evening, under a starlit sky, we sat on the porch. Valeria's hand found mine, a tentative link. "I care about you, Val. More than I should." The admission hung heavy. My heart raced. This is real. But morality tugged, Catholic upbringing screamed deviation, society labeled it taboo. I pulled away gently. "I do too, but it's complicated." Hurt flickered in her eyes, but she masked it. "I get it. Take your time." The next day, tension escalated. Jake and a few hands muttered openly, their stares hostile. During lunch, one quipped, "Boss lady's got a new favorite." Laughter erupted, pointed. Valeria overheard, her face flushing. She confronted them later, voice steady. "Mind your business, or find another job." They backed off, but the seed of discord was planted. Inside, I panicked. Am I causing this? The ranch was her life. My presence threatened it. Guilt consumed me. That night alone, thoughts spiraled. If I pursue this, I'll betray my roots. But denying it betrays myself. The moral quandary deepened. Love shouldn't be wrong, yet society deemed it so. I journaled furiously, seeking clarity, but answers evaded. A turning point came midweek. A storm hit, flooding the lower pastures. We worked through the night, sandbagging and rescuing livestock. Exhausted, soaked, Valeria and I collapsed in the barn at dawn. In that vulnerable moment, she turned to me. "You were amazing out there." Our eyes locked, and for the first time I didn't look away. The pull was undeniable. But doubt resurfaced. "What if we're wrong?" I whispered. She shook her head. "Love isn't wrong, hiding is." Her words pierced, challenging my ingrained beliefs. As we parted, a decision loomed. Embrace this or flee. Family pressure mounted. Another call from Mom. "Your father's talking about cutting you off. Think about your future." The threat hit hard. Financial security versus authenticity. I confided in Valeria, tears flowing. "They'll never accept this, us." She held me at arm's length, eyes fierce. "Then make them. Or walk away from me." The ultimatum stung, mirroring my family's. Internal conflict peaked. Loyalty to blood or to heart? That afternoon, Jake escalated, spreading rumors in town. Whispers reached the ranch owner, Mr. Harlan, a traditionalist. He pulled Valeria aside, words I couldn't hear but saw the impact. Her shoulders slumped. She told me later. He warned me about distractions. Said the hands are uneasy. Anger boiled in me. Because of us? She nodded. Prejudice runs deep here. The societal barrier crystallized. Our connection threatened jobs, reputations. I wrestled that night. Fight or fold? The cost was steep, potential isolation, loss. But Valeria's strength inspired. The next day, I stood up to Jake when he sneered again. Back off, I snapped. Surprise flickered on his face. It felt empowering, a small victory against bias. Yet, betrayal loomed unknowingly. Valeria received a call from her estranged sister, pleading reconciliation but with conditions, deny her lifestyle. She shared, conflicted. Part of me wants family back. I understood, the pull familiar. But it's so doubt. Would she choose them over me? The ranch felt like a pressure cooker. Every interaction laced with unspoken tension. My mind raced constantly. If I commit to Valeria, am I selfish? Destroying family ties for personal happiness? The ethical dilemma gnawed, pitting self-fulfillment against filial duty. Society's judgment amplified it. Headlines of discrimination, families torn apart over identity. Valeria sensed my turmoil. During a quiet trail ride, she broached it. You're pulling away. Why? I confessed the inner war. I love my parents, but this, they'd see it as betrayal. She stopped her horse, turning to face me. And denying yourself isn't betrayal to you? Her question struck deep, forcing reflection. Was I prioritizing others' comfort over my truth? That evening, a confrontation brewed. Mr. Harlan called a meeting, addressing the rumors. His gaze flicked between us. This ranch runs on respect and focus. No distractions. The implication was clear. Our budding relationship was the issue. Hands shifted uncomfortably, Jake smirking. Valeria spoke up. Personal lives are personal, sir. Harlan grunted. Not when it affects morale. The meeting ended, but damage was done. Alone later, Valeria vented. Years building this place, and now it's at risk because of bigotry. Her vulnerability cracked my resolve. I wanted to comfort her, but fear held me back. Inside, if I stand with her, I lose anonymity. If not, I lose her. Family intrusion escalated. My brother flew in unannounced, showing up at the ranch gates. Dad sent me to bring you home. His eyes scanned the place disdainfully. We argued in the bunkhouse. This phase ends now, Val. Marco's waiting. Anger surged. It's not a phase. I'm figuring things out. He froze. With her? The forewoman. Shock turned to disgust. Mom and Dad will freak. He left, but not before warning. Choose wisely or you're out. The ultimatum crystallized the divide. Family or freedom. Tears came hot and furious. Valeria found me, offering solace without words. In that moment I leaned in, our connection a lifeline amid chaos. But doubt persisted. That night thoughts churned. Is love worth the wreckage? Moral quandaries flooded. Catholic teachings condemned, yet compassion preached. Society's double standards irked, straight couples flaunted, but us? Hidden. The next day betrayal struck. My brother had called home, spilling everything. Mom's hysterical call followed. How could you? This is unnatural. Think of our reputation. Her words cut deep, echoing childhood lessons. I defended. It's who I am, Mom. Silence then. No daughter of mine. The line went dead, disownment implied. Devastated, I sought Valeria. They know. It's over. She held me, but tension simmered. Fight for us, she urged. But her own conflict surfaced. Her sister's offer lingered. She's planning a visit. Wants to fix things. Alarm bells rang. Would she compromise? Societal pressure mounted. Town folks stared during supply runs, whispers following. Jake amplified it, sabotaging tasks subtly, loose saddles, misplaced tools. One incident nearly injured a horse. Valeria confronted him, firing on the spot. Out. Chaos ensued, hands divided. Some loyal, others muttering mutiny. In the aftermath we talked deeply. This is the cost, she said wearily. Losing allies fighting bias. Her weariness mirrored mine. Internal monologue raged. Am I strong enough? The damage, emotional scars, fractured bonds weighed heavy. A pivotal choice arose. Valeria's sister arrived, polished and judgmental. Over coffee she pleaded. Come home, Val. Deny this. Phase. Parents miss you. Valeria wavered, eyes distant. I watched, heart sinking. Is she considering it? Betrayal's sting preempted, our fragile bond threatened. She declined firmly. I won't pretend. Relief washed over me, but the encounter shook her. It hurts losing them again. We shared the pain, drawing closer. Yet the ranch teetered. Harlan hinted at changes. My own awakening brewed. Defying family, I emailed Dad. I love who I love. Accept or not. No reply came, silence deafening. The moral tightrope. Right to authenticity versus family harmony? As high noon approached, a storm, literal and figurative, hit. Flooding again, but this time division hampered response. Hands bickered, blame flying. In the frenzy, Valeria and I coordinated, our synergy evident. Post-crisis, Harlan praised. You two make a hell of a team. A glimmer of acceptance? But Jake, bitter from firing, spread venom in town, outing us publicly. Backlash surged. Anonymous calls, vandalism. Society's ugly face revealed. Hate mail, threats. Fear gripped. Is this the price? Internal resolve hardened. No more hiding. Yet, as the file ends, a greater betrayal looms, testing limits. The vandalism escalated. Red paint scrawled across the barn. Freaks out. My stomach churned, society's verdict, raw and vicious. Thoughts assaulted. Why us? For loving differently? The moral outrage burned, hypocrisy of a free country shackling identities. Valeria stood defiant, scrubbing the graffiti. They won't break us. Her strength bolstered mine, but cracks showed. That night, she admitted. Sometimes I wonder if it's worth it. Vulnerability pierced, her own doubts mirroring mine. Internal debate. Sacrifice for love, or retreat for peace? Family fallout deepened. Dad's email arrived. You're dead to us until you repent. Harsh final. Pain lanced through me, loss of roots, heritage. Was this the ethical cost? Betraying blood for heart's desire? Catholicism's echoes condemned. Yet personal truth beckoned. Harlan called another meeting. Trouble in town affects business. Fix it or changes come. Pressure mounted, jobs online. Hands split. Some supportive, others hostile. One, Maria, confided. I admire you too. My sister's gay, I get it. A ally's warmth amid chill. But betrayal hit close. Valeria's ex, a woman from her past, showed up, Elena, sleek and persuasive. I heard about the mess. Come with me to California. Start fresh. Jealousy flared, but more. Doubt if Valeria would flee. She entertained the talk, laughing nostalgically. Watching, heart twisted. Is she choosing escape over us? Confrontation followed. What was that? I demanded. She sighed. Old flames stir memories. But I'm here. Reassurance fell short. Trust frayed. Internal turmoil. Paranoia or intuition? The drama intensified. Love tested by shadows. Societal pushback peaked. A local church group protested at the ranch entrance. Signs blaring traditional values. Harlan wavered, business suffering. I like you both, but... Implication clear. Conform or leave. Moral crossroads. Fight prejudice, risking all? Called Mom, pleading. Understand me. She wept. We raised you better. No bridge built, chasm widened. The damage, emotional wreckage piled up. Thoughts. Am I the villain tearing family apart? Valeria proposed a plan. Come out publicly, rally support. Bold, risky. We debated ethics. Expose vulnerability to combat bias? I agreed, resolve stealing. At a town hall we spoke. Love is love. Accept us. Mixed reactions, boos, claps. Jake heckled, but allies rose. A turning point? Media picked up, amplifying. Backlash followed. Threats escalated. One night, tires slashed. Fear gripped. Worth the fight? Valeria's doubt resurfaced. Maybe Elena's right. Leave this toxicity. The suggestion stung, betrayal's edge. Internal awakening. No, stay and change. But her wavering hurt. Argument erupted. If you go, it's over. Tears flowed, accusations flying. You're scared, she shot back. Truth hit, yes, terrified of loss. Reconciliation came slowly. I won't leave, she vowed. Bond mended, but scars remained. The cost. Trust dented, innocence lost. Harlan's decision loomed. He pulled us aside. You're good workers, but drama's too much. Ultimatum. Tone it down or go. Societal pressure won. Moral fury. Hide for acceptance? We chose defiance. Then we go, Valeria said. Packing reflections surged. Right choice? Freedom's price steep, stability sacrificed. But a twist. Hands petitioned Harlan supporting us. Their family. Touched, he relented. Stay but keep personal stuff low-key. Compromise. Bitter pill, partial hiding. Family olive branch? Brother called. Mom's softening, give time. Hope flickered but damage lingered. As tensions simmered, a deeper betrayal emerged. Elena hadn't left. She lingered, whispering to Valeria. Overheard. You deserve better than this fight. Jealousy boiled over into confrontation. Choose, I demanded. Valeria hesitated, eyes torn. I need space. Heart shattered, betrayal complete. Alone thoughts screamed. How could she? After everything? The night passed in agony. Morning brought clarity. Her indecision reflected mine once. Forgiveness? Or end? She returned apologetic. Elena's past, your future. Reconciliation but trust fragile. The drama's toll. Emotional exhaustion, bonds tested. The ranch stabilized uneasily, compromises in place. But my mind remained a storm. Was partial hiding ethical? Betraying self for scraps of acceptance? Society's conditional tolerance chafed? Progress or regression? Valeria and I navigated cautiously. Affection subdued publicly. Inside, resentment brewed. Why must we dim our light? Moral quandary. Fight louder, risking more, or bide time? Family reconciliation teased. Mom emailed. Let's talk. Hope surged but caution tempered. Meeting via video. Tears, accusations. Why choose this path? She asked. It's not choice, it's me. Understanding dawned slowly, but Dad remained stonewalled. Partial victory. Mom's tentative acceptance, yet fracture persisted. The costs weighed. Emotional drain, isolation bouts. Thoughts. Worth it for authenticity? Yes, but scars deep. Societal shifts hinted. Town's backlash waned, some apologizing. A local LGBTQ group reached out offering support. We attended a meeting, stories shared. Echoes of our struggles. Empowerment grew, we're not alone. But internal conflict lingered for Valeria. Elena's pull resurfaced via texts, discovered accidentally. Miss you, come visit. Trust shattered anew. Confrontation. Why? She admitted. Doubts about this life. Betrayal's knife twisted after vows? Argument peaked. If you're unsure, go. Tears, please. I love you, but the pressure. Her admission. Society's grind wearing her down. Moral crossroads. Stay and fight or seek ease. She chose us, blocking Elena. Bond repaired but vigilance needed. The damage. Paranoia seeded. High drama culminated in a family visit. Parents arrived unannounced. Tension thick. Dad's glare, mom's unease. Over dinner, explosion. This is abomination. Dad thundered. I defended. Love's not sin. Valeria interjected calmly. Respect us or leave. Mom mediated, revealing her own buried secrets. A youthful crush suppressed. I regret hiding. Awakening for her, but Dad stormed out. Divide stark, Mom stayed talking late. I want happiness for you. Tearful embrace, bridge mending. Dad's departure hurt, but resolve hardened. No more appeasing. Ethical stance. Truth over tradition. Ranch life evolved. Harlan promoted Valeria, acknowledging merit. Hands adapted, prejudice fading through exposure. Small wins against bias. Yet, personal toll mounted. Sleepless nights, anxiety spikes. Thoughts. Is happiness possible amid wreckage? A final twist. Jake returned apologetic? No, vindictive, filing complaints with authorities. False claims of misconduct. Investigation ensued, stress peaking. We lawyered up, fighting smears. During ordeal, Valeria's strength shone, but cracks appeared. Maybe we relocate. Temptation. Escape judgment. Internal debate. Run or root. We stood ground, evidence clearing us. Victory bittersweet. Reputation tarnished, but resilience proven. In aftermath, reflection. The journey's prices, betrayals endured, bonds severed, awakenings earned. Love survived, deepened by fire. As peace settled, questions lingered. Did we choose right? Society evolves slowly, but individuals pay dearly. The story ends with a lingering query. In the pursuit of authentic love against societal and familial odds, is the inevitable pain of betrayal and loss ultimately justified? Or does it prove that conformity, however stifling, spares more suffering in the end?